have a duloxetine update for you. I know a lot of people have been asking about how Cymbalta Duloxetine is going, and so I just want to provide a little bit of an update with you, as well as other things that have really helped my anxiety and I think that have contributed to some relief from anxiety. So first and foremost, I'm still taking Cymbalta Duloxetine. I am on the 30 milligrams of duloxetine. My doctor wants me to eventually get to 60, but right now I'm just sitting at 30. I take it once in the morning with something to eat like a smoothie. I know in previous videos I had said that the only side effects I was really noticing was stomach upset, but I no longer have that symptom at all, which is fantastic. I find that even if I don't have a lot in my stomach, I'm still not experiencing stomach upset, so that's a big thumbs up for me. I also started supplementing since yesterday a prescription strength of vitamin D because my vitamin D levels are still low despite supplementing with it and also being out in the sun for at least 30 minutes a day. I know it's not something I can really help, and that's very typical with autoimmune diseases. So I started taking the 50,000 IUs yesterday, and my doctor would like me to do it once a week. However, I did notice that my anxiety was elevated yesterday, but I was in a really good mood. I also take buspirone. I take 5 milligrams twice daily, so once in the morning on an empty stomach, and then once in the afternoon between meals on an empty stomach as well. I have found for me for the buspirone that taking it without food has worked better for me. If I take it with food, I might get a little bit of dizziness, but to be honest with you, right now I've been taking it for a few months and I don't have any side effects from it that I notice. So the Cymbalta Duloxetine has been working incredibly well for my anxiety and my depression. I rarely cry or get upset about anything, and I find that my mood is very stable. However, I'm still able to feel emotions such as being happy and being sad, and maybe that's due to me being on a very low dose of it. Obviously, this is not medical advice and you should always consult with your doctor first, but in the past I tried Zoloft, Wellbutrin, Celexa, and none of those really worked for me, and they definitely didn't touch my anxiety. Cymbalta was the first one that I tried that really helped my anxiety in addition to the buspirone. I also tried to push it back later in the morning because I found that it was making me really tired around 3 or 4 p.m. But to be honest with you, I've really adjusted over time and I went back to taking it around 6:30 in the morning, and that is my sweet spot. I'm able to sleep really well. I get a good deep REM sleep. Yes, I have vivid dreams, but they aren't nightmares, and I can wake up feeling pretty refreshed, and I also wake up before my alarm. So for me to wake up feeling like I got a good night's sleep at 5:15 in the morning is pretty amazing. I really do think it's helping my anxiety. I'm trying to get off of Klonopin. I take a very, very small amount of Klonopin, like 0.25 milligrams twice daily, and I'm really trying to get off of it, so that's the big goal for me right now. I've been able to push it off until taking it around like 1 p.m. in the afternoon, but I still find that I need it before bed, so I'm seeing if I can really find something that's going to help me get to sleep without having to take Klonopin, or even better, something during the day that might help. So we'll see if we can get there. Hopefully I can. I'm not sure. But I also find that going for walks really helps. So going for a 30-minute walk with my dog really helps my anxiety levels. That vitamin D is really helping as far as like depression, I would say. Maybe not anxiety right now, but hopefully noticeably in the future, having my vitamin D levels stay up where they're supposed to be can be really helpful. I think the same goes for iron too, and my iron levels are really great, and I really have to attribute that to taking desiccated beef liver. And I have a link with Perfect Supplements. That's the brand I get it from. It's very sustainably sourced, really great high quality. Everything is lab tested, so definitely check them out. And if you deal with low iron levels, check into taking desiccated beef liver. I find that also doing some like breathing techniques, putting something cold on my chest, these things really help with anxiety attacks when they are coming on, although it doesn't stop them. Nothing stops them really except for the Klonopin. And that chest pressure is like the most bothersome symptom of it, because once that starts happening, I know it's only going to escalate from there, and then I have to do everything in my power to keep it from escalating. Also keeping myself well hydrated with electrolytes, getting in a good source of magnesium. These things have been really beneficial as well. So do your research on the many different kinds of magnesium out there, play with some of them and see which ones work really well for your anxiety. For me, magnesium taurate before bed has been really, really helpful. I also take a magnesium complex in the morning too. Oh, I also wanted to add that I think some other things that have been really helping my anxiety and stuff like that has been changing my carb and sugar intake. And that includes just cutting and limiting refined sugars, like cane sugar, eating something like pineapple instead, and then staying away from a lot of like carb heavy foods. Carbs are okay here and there in moderation, but I was very, very carb heavy in what I was eating. Some of my favorite things that I love to have include like the Go macro bars on the go, and then I get Daily Harvest, which helps me get a lot of fruit and veggies in my diet. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. Overall, my experience with Cymbalta and Duloxetine has been really, really great, and I don't have any complaints. It's one of those medications that like I don't notice really that I've taken it. I just feel better and I feel more normal, and that's what I really want out of a medication. Especially right now, I'm just trying to get by and get through with teaching. Don't want my anxiety attacks to hinder that, because I would absolutely not be able to teach, honestly, with how bad they are. So those are some things to keep in mind. Some natural remedies that work really, really well for anxiety include magnolia bark extract, as well as valerian root. Valerian root is disgusting, but it does work really well, I have to say. Just keep in mind that a lot of things that work for anxiety do make you really sleepy, so if you have to drive, I would not recommend taking them before you have to drive somewhere. I don't get any weird brain zaps or anything anymore. I know a lot of people have asked about that. I don't get that. I don't get any weird heart issues going on, like palpitations. I do have racing heart sometimes, but that's due to an anxiety attack coming on or overexerting myself. So I hope that this video was able to answer some questions for you, as well as provide an update with my Duloxetine and Cymbalta experience. Let me know if you have any other questions you would like to see answered in a future video with my update about Cymbalta and Duloxetine. I think I've been taking it around 3 months now, almost 3 months maybe. Keep that timeline in mind. It's been in my system for more than 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And I'm already seeing great benefits, and I know that maybe around the 6-month mark is when I'll really see what's going on with it. But so far, like, I don't have any weird weight gain. I'm not excessively hungry. I'm not having insomnia issues. I'm sleeping really well, actually. So I just don't have anything negative to say about it at this moment. Although I wish, of course, I could not be on prescription medication. I get that. But it is what it is. And if you are taking Cymbalta or Duloxetine, or you're taking something else that's working great with you, don't feel ashamed of that. Sometimes we just need a little bit of help. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I'll see you in the next update.